Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the test.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. And right away, he lost the football. But I think if Dolphin was able to fall on it, yes, they'll keep possession here. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Complete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And this is brought all the way back. A full recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
27-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Falcons nothing.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Allen. Defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Balaj. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to. Like a good golfer can check one out.
He's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Hunt.
The handoff to
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, they'll go screen here to Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. This is intercepted. Picked up by McCain Coleman. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the toss, here's Malage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10, Stafford again. On the left side, this is Stills. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford flushed out right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got to.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. That'll set up a third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing is Allen on third. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So they come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rosa set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling. And this time will be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. And that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Marquise Goodwin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Dolphins 21. Falcons, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
To throw, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. A real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Balaj. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay down on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And Aaron will be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Balaj out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he finds Stills, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll run here with Balaj. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Sterling Hawkwrichter.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So they will go for it. Stafford. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On the coverage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Dolphins 42, Falcons 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
5-yard line.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Samson Abukum. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
10 yards to go.
From midfield, here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen. Pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Aaron Donald. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.